to do with my
Storm
it
coming
was
across
spray
there.
equipment.
They all shut it
And
down.
then a gel equipment.
The winter was blowing so hard in the road, ice cream, so
They said that I overused.
sideways, put the side.
Who's here?
Oh, we were parked there, you're sliding, you're just sitting there.
Did you start that?
The one health that's the most dangerous time there is one of those things, because there's so much weight and it pulls very well.
Seems like every day's bad here.
But, yeah, they,
I was supposed to do mine today. I got home.
Call this meeting in order, please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, I got one add to the agenda. Is the audit. I'm putting that right above change order.
Okay.
Roll call.
Cheryl? Here. Deb? Here. Bruce?
Here.
John?
Yes.
And Ben?
Okay, I need a motion to approve the agenda with the add.
I make a motion to approve the agenda with the addition of the audit.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Who seconded it?
Yeah.
Sure. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carried. Is that dinner?
What'd you say?
Is that dinner?
Yeah. Don't give you that much time, man.
Minutes for December 10th, 2024.
Make a motion to approve as written.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any other questions? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? 5-0, motion carried. Okay, before I start the payables, I want to do something. Because on payables, we have one discrepancy. Check number 032410. Treetop Products LLC is the signs that the park only gets one and they got two. Because we only have so much limited space for window space, we gotta keep all of our dates up on the board, up on the window. I, Bruce Fother, will have the additional message board that was shipped to be used in the new township hall placed to put notices in the windows, but it's gonna be on that wall going in to make it look better and presentable. Paid by the Board of Trustees. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
First, can you read it back so it may?
My motion by Bruce to have the additional message board that was was shipped to be used at the new township hall in place of putting notices in windows. This is to be paid by the Board of Trustees.
That was at the Parks and Rec it was shipped to.
But they shipped two of them.
I know, but the one you want has gotta come to the budget, doesn't it come out of Parks and Rec where you pay it? I think
We'll
that
pay it.
motion sounds right to me, because it sounds like you already own the sign.
No, I'm making it where we're paying, yeah,
We're paying for one.
we're paying for one.
They're paid for one, Park and Rec's paid
Yeah,
for one.
that's what
Yeah,
I thought.
Yeah.
So are we to assume that we have two signs then?
yes, we
Yes.
do.
Oh,
I just have to look at one to see how I can split it in half and hang them on the wall. Any other comments? Questions on this? All in favor? Aye.
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 Any nays? 5-0, motion carried. I also have that paperwork already done. Detail, I have the detail suspension report now, filled out for the same. Okay, now we can go to payables. All right. Alright, so I will contact him about that other one, the 27250.
What are you talking about? You're saying things
The
about
032400
Oh.
Fairgrove Oil and Propane, it should be coming out of the building. The
Which
owner,
it did,
it came out of our budget, but he should be paying for that
correct.
fuel, so I
To
will,
get with Cory on
I
it.
will get with Cory on that.
The problem that happened is they were refilling the 100-pound
And it was
propane
down, it was
tanks,
empty.
and it was freezing out, so they were going down there every other day to fill those up, which was stupid. And so, our municipal maintenance person contacted Fairgrove. They brought a 500 gallon tank.
It had 250 gallons in it.
Huh?
It had 250 gallons in it that we
Right.
bought when the tank was delivered.
Correct. And it's at what,
15%
15%?
right now.
That's not
And I
good.
will call Cory and let him know that it needs to be
Yep.
filled again, and plus this pay has to be paid to us.
Correct.
So it's not piped by consumers?
No, consumers won't be piped in until,
They said January 22nd at the earliest, so
to get the natural gas there.
they were waiting
That's
on
usually
it.
okay then for the consumers.
So I have a couple questions, and you might be answering the one it sounds like, because you kind of started in the middle of a sentence. Why are we having a propane tank? It's because,
There's no natural gas there for the furnaces
Yeah,
to
there's no
run.
heat.
so he's got like propane heaters in there or something?
Yes, to get the drywall finished and now probably to start painting.
So the mud didn't crack and,
Okay. And then the check that Vassar True Value may have just been explained, but it doesn't say, is that the tank fills? Was for the 100-pounders? Okay.
that had to happen in the meantime till we got the.
So how much-
bigger tank lined up.
How much is the tank to be filled? I see we bought salt too.
So
I
it's
assume-
all salt.
I understand that, but I need to know the total of that price of that propane so I can tell him,
It's with the check.
that
Which John
would be
has right there if you want to ask John if he wants to look. at it.
402 then.
So also the two checks for New Hall milestones, did we receive all the paperwork on those and everything? Do we have
Yes.
copies of that?
Yes.
We have copies of that? Do we get to know what the milestones are? What are these two checks for?
One was the drywall, and the other one was,
Yeah.
the outside, finishing the outside.
It's also put to the checks if you wanna look at that.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Where does those checks come from in our budget? I mean, on the
From the
forms.
ARPA money.
But it's for the new hall, under this, do the new hall.
It's under future hall
Development.
development. That's the money one.
Where's it at on here? I still can't find it. What page?
Back pay from,
It's a different font. Right there, see the font?
Okay, yeah. That's it.
I need a motion to accept payables.
I'll make a motion to accept it.
Do I have a second? I'll second. Any other comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? 5-0. You have, bank statements in front of you. Then you have a little email from me. I don't know if you guys know that, our city manager quit to become, working for the state of Michigan. When right now, Ben Guile is acting city manager. Then you have the liaison report for June 8th and December 17th from our liaison for the Park and Rec.
Where's that at?
Right here.
Is that the one that was in front of us tonight?
One of them, then the other one
One
was in the
that's
packet.
nicely taped out.
There was two of them. One was in the packet and one was January, the meeting they just had Wednesday.
I don't know, Spotting's the one that you said was in the packet, I mean, you must have it, but.
I put it right after the payables.
Okay, well, what does it say?
December's,
Says Park and Rec, December 17th, 2024.
That's the one they put in front of us tonight, I got that one.
Yeah,
no, you put June
I put
8th,
January
January 8th.
in front of me tonight. You're the one I brought in
No, in
yesterday.
front of me, sitting right here on my desk was this one, December 17th.
Yeah, that's what mine says too.
I got December
We've got the
17th.
January one.
And I brought one
Oh,
January,
just
one
one?
in today.
I don't have January.
Hold on.
Yeah. Because I accidentally brought 2 Decembers yesterday.
Oh, okay. Oh, because I didn't see January.
No, I don't know. I'll tell my brother that one.
Here you go. That's
Whoa.
It went sideways for some reason.
I'll keep mine, you can read that one.
Not a big thing.
Well, seeing this would make me then suggest that in the future, we talk about things in maybe a better order. Because now I would know what the sign we're talking about is about.
Well, I had to do the motion because of payables. Make payables correct somewhat. Then you have your
Yes.
marijuana coordinator report.
Hold on.
Oh,
On the, one from January 8th for Park and Rec, fire liaison, it says, well, there's a couple things on here. Number one, quotes on portable bathroom for the park.
Yeah, I've gotta do that. She sent me some stuff.
Some time ago, we had asked for quotes for a vault toilet for over there, and it never got done because one person that was on Parks and Rec before objected to it,
Okay, I'm with it.
even though he was the one who had asked to do it, a vault.
it'd be like the,
Like the one they just put on 46 at the roadside park.
Okay.
and it's at 15 roadside parks.
And the sledding hill,
Yeah,
mhm,
there was an issue with water. Charlie brought the pictures in.
mhm.
Yeah, with the water down.
It's not just the water issue,
holes
it's
in the hill.
incredibly unsafe.
Yeah,
The horseshoe pits will be put in during
I don't know when.
The
they
cleanup.
say. Is that when they're doing it?
the,
She didn't say when exactly. Or I
Alright.
can catch it, one of
you have the marijuana coordinator. You just had a new one, right, coming to you?
What are you talking about?
Marijuana.
Oh,
You just had a new one put in.
a new application, it's in my report, yeah. It's in my report.
You do know that says December.
That's the one I got.
Okay.
Yeah, because it would have been the month of December.
Okay.
And same with the zoning administrator. It says December.
We're still in January.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But, your last statement update, the final meeting with state sure safe though?
Yeah,
Was
already did it. Yeah, I did it,
So-
the 27th, I believe, I don't know. I have to look.
It says the 6th. Your final meeting will be the 6th.
Starting after the 6th of January.
No, that's when we're gonna start the program. I had to have a meeting first, so he could explain to me what, how it was gonna work, you know?
And so how's it gonna work?
Well, it's gonna work, I just gotta fill out a complaint, or give it to them, or send an email to them, and they'll, they'll go through and,
This will be for like condemned houses and,
or trenches in backyards and things like that. Yes. So I just need to go, well, when we get to that point under your agenda, we can talk about the rest of it.
oh, building codes, okay. Sorry, forgot that was still on the agenda. Okay, any other questions on the reports?
On your trustee report, the bottom thing I wanted to point out. And we don't have to handle it tonight, but I would like to be talked about so it can be put on the agenda at a future night if possible. The resident has complained about that corner and asked me to bring it up to the board. The corner of Brown Road and 15. It's very difficult to see to the south when you're going to the west on Brown Road. And then that got me thinking, that's a state road with a state road clear vision. Why is that not maintained? I mean, we maintain, the county maintains the ones that are county roads. So I'm bringing it up.
No, we maintain we maintain the ones on 38 and all the other ones.
Okay. I thought the county primary roads the county did.
No. We pay the mowing guy.
Well, I know that, but I thought the clear visions on the county primary roads specifically, and I thought 38 was a county primary road.
No.
But anyway, that's a state road. And isn't there supposed to be a clear vision there? Clear
I
vision
don't know, we'd have to call the Tuscola and find out.
Okay.
Road commission.
It's right out of the corner?
Huh?
You
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
right out of
this-
the corner?
It would be the southeast corner.
Southeast corner. Okay.
You know, because the road's at an angle, so you have to pull quite a ways out to be able to see to the south.
That would be this corner
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
One towards John's house.
All right, you want me to check into it?
Yeah, please.
There has been a few accidents there.
You already have some of the other things on your agenda, I mean, so,
Yeah, I have,
the dog waste stations and things.
Yeah, I already got
like
that
all
filled out.
Yeah.
okay, now let's go to the audit. Our fun time every year.
All right, I'm here to talk about the audit for your year ended June 30th of 24. And like page 1, it's our audit opinion. The second paragraph there says, in our opinion, the financial statements referred to above present fairly in all material respects. That's the best audit opinion that you can get, the unmodified one. Same one you've gotten in the past, so that's great. And then we can go to page 11 and talk about the numbers. Page 11. This is page 11, the very first column is the general fund, and this is your revenues and expenses here. So the general fund revenues were $992,910. Last year's numbers aren't on here, are not presented here, but just as a general reference, that was up about $34,000 over the prior year. Some of the permits were up, license fees, Metro Act money was up a little bit, property taxes were up a little bit. So there's state revenue sharing was up a little bit, so that's kind of what made up the increase. And then about 2/3 of the way down in the first column, total expenditures were, in the general fund, were $828,998. And that was up about $152,000 over the previous year. But some of those, the reason why it was up was you bought the Traverse and the police vehicle, some sirens, starting some work over there. That was the main area, so a little bit of playground equipment. So, and then the general fund, there's a transfer out. You transferred $40,000 out to the refuse, the garbage fund. So third line up from the bottom, overall your general fund, you added $123,912, meaning your revenues were more than your expenses for the year by the $123,000 to bring your total fund balance to $1,900,370. But we know after June you spent money over there, so that fund balance is going to be smaller next year. I know your original budget, you were budgeting to spend down about $995,000 of that fund balance, and we'll see where all that ends up at by the end of the year. But
that one, does that include the ARPA money?
right, probably not. You probably didn't have that in your original budget, because if you flip back on page 10, about this is your balance sheet, so this is your assets and your liabilities. About halfway down under liabilities, there's unearned revenue ARPA, $408,270. So that is your ARPA money that you hadn't spent through the end of June. So you will have to move that, and you'll have to budget that as a revenue for this coming year, $408,270, because I'm assuming that you spent it all, or will be spending it all.
We did spend it all.
Yeah.
We did.
Because when they gave you that money, they did not want you to show it as revenue until it actually got spent. That way it didn't skew your fund balance more. So it has not been shown as revenue yet. When the money came in, it got moved into this liability account. So it's just a holding account until you actually do spend it. So
will you email me before, like,
what you
April?
need to, well, I was thinking, when I help, we have to put in a few of the adjustments that we did, so I could, at that point, when I helped John, move the ARPA money out of the liability and put it in the revenue, that way it'll be on the revenue, and then you'll know to amend your budget to include it on there, if it's not on there already. Yeah.
Oh, so I can do it during
Yes.
the year?
Yes, yep, we don't have to wait till June
I
30th.
can just make a resolution and add it to my,
Yeah, you guys can change if you amend the
Okay.
budget, yep, you can do that during the year, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so that 408,000 will be shown as revenue next
This year.
year. Yes, this year that you're in.
okay.
Because, yeah, and because you're spending it now, so that's why, so that way the revenues match the expenses.
Okay, middle column.
Middle column now, yes, that's your refuse fund, back on page 11. So the revenues were 319,830, that was about $44,000 more than last year, which last year's is not on here. So you did increase some rates there. The expenses down towards the bottom were 309,303, that was up about 4,000 over the previous year. And then again, general fund transferred 40,000 into the refuse fund, so overall, the third row up from the bottom, you added 50,527 to the refuse fund, to bring your total fund balance there to 151,508. So I don't know what your plan is for next year, if you're gonna still have to transfer money from the general fund, or if the increase in revenue, I'm not sure how cash flows out, if you'll still have to transfer some, or what your plan is. That's
We're
what
hoping
you
that-
guys do, but.
Hoping that we don't have to.
Right, since you increased the revenues, see if that covers it, but overall, there wasn't any other
Reflect.
issues that we had, and yeah, your fund balance, you added to both of them, so that was good, was positive, but I know this year you're spending some of it, which is all right too, so. Is there any questions or comments?
Just a quick one, the 319,830, that includes the 40 that we transferred from the general fund?
Nope, the 319,830 is at the top, and the transfer in shows about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines up from the bottom. We have to show it down under other financing sources and
got
uses there. Yep, so it's not in that above number.
Got it now, thank you.
Only like interest, the interest income and the special assessments would
And
be at
that's
the
how we
top.
get to the 50, I got it.
Yeah, that's how
And
you
if
get to the
it's-
50,000.
If it's gonna cost us 309,000, we don't have that to cover. We only have 150.
You only have 151 in fund, yeah, you've gotta have money
Coming in
yes.
and by the taxes.
Right, and then, even with that fund balance of 151,000, your property taxes don't come in until December, so you have to have enough cash to cover from, the year, the period of months when you're not receiving any revenue, and then all of a sudden you get December through February is when all the revenues come in, so you gotta have extra cash to cover that, so. That's why you need fund balance.
So nothing really major.
Nope, nothing major that we came across, so,
I have one question.
yes.
It was, you guys do W-2s for us?
Not for you.
But you guys can do it for us?
We could.
How much you charge?
Yeah, I can let you know. Depends on how much time
Okay.
it takes us, so.
Any other questions on the other?
And yeah, sorry I didn't communicate very well to get on the agenda tonight, but thank you. I guess it worked out good.
Yeah, it was texted me this morning.
Yes.
I says, okay, I always had you on January, but I didn't hear.
Yeah, I didn't hear, I know I didn't communicate,
So
so
I just-
I realized that, so I didn't, so, thank
I
you.
found out right before the meeting.
Well, either that or else we could wait until next
No,
month.
you're-
We're another month
You're
out,
fine.
so.
You're fine.
All right,
Any other questions? Thank you.
all right, thank you very much.
Thanks, Shannon.
Good night.
Now we're on change order number 16.
flooring.
You wanna grab that sample?
This is a sample of what we're talking about.
Yes.
The thickness of it is not what we're seeing on the sample. It's like these, or what is it?
Correct. It's thicker.
It's not this thin stuff.
No,
Correct.
Okay.
it's 20 mils.
Yeah, and this is, less than that, ain't it, about? About 12 mil? It's thicker, more durable.
Better looking.
I don't know what size they come in.
If you look on that page all the way to the right, Ben, the
Under
thin,
this, oh, this.
yep, that's what the flooring would look like in the picture, so it
Here?
comes as, like on both sides.
Oh, in the front?
Front, back, see how it's like planks almost?
Oh, yeah.
So it would not be like tiles, it would be ceramic planks, like that.
Is it gonna be laid in this kind of fashion? Or is, I mean, what's the quote for that?
That
For
way, just the regular.
Okay, straight lines.
There'd be no grout, they get glued down to the floor.
But they're vinyl, they're not ceramic.
It's vinyl with ceramic.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a mix. That's what makes it more durable and longer lasting.
And I was talking with Corey, the exact quote that he sent me just now, actually, because he said he will not be able to make it tonight, was the flooring is a preference.
This one?
The cheaper budget one is ugly, the better looking one is more money. Both have similar warranty and wear. No difference in installation price.
Okay, I apologize, but. Say
There's
that
no
again.
difference on the insulation price.
Yeah, there's no difference on installation price. He said the flooring is a preference. The cheaper budget is ugly.
Sure.
The better looking
Yeah, that's the
one,
difference.
which is that one, is more money. Both have similar warranty and wear. Installation price is the same.
So the cheaper one is what we've already seen. The
Yeah,
vinyl tiles that you didn't want the color of.
The ugly brown with the
But
gold
they didn't have other
spots.
colors, so we could compare that option.
Okay.
they do, but there's only, I think, 6 other colors. So Deb went to the Vassar Building Center, and that's where she got that from, but Corey gave us his own price, which is what you see in the change order
Right.
16. Which is the additional, I think it's 7,000 over our original budget.
7,535 over the original budget.
Correct.
And this would be all rooms,
All the rooms.
offices,
The whole thing.
bathrooms, furnace room,
Yep,
main all.
Yep,
everything.
whole thing.
All one,
All
All
one.
one color, all one kind.
yep. I'll make a motion to accept.
A
Yeah.
second.
Somebody made a motion?
Yep, I made a motion to accept. Change order number 16 for the flooring. Do I have a second, Deb?
Yeah.
Any other discussion?
Yeah, do we have that money in our budget?
Yes, we do.
Which line, where's it at? The one that you showed me already, or a different one?
Uh-huh. The new hall development.
How much of that, it shows the remaining budget is 241. How much of that is accounted for though?
Don't know.
I mean, we don't have that much money left in that fund, knowing we have expenses already over there, right? Every time he puts in a request for a payment, comes out of that fund, right?
Correct.
So do we really have 241,000 left? That's not spoken for.
How can you when you already have?
That's why I'm asking the question, Jerry.
IRD, well, you have the paperwork, 100,000 every time for every time they complete a project. How many projects were
No,
completed?
228 for one of them and 100 for the other.
Now listen, we agreed on a contract to give $100,000 each time.
Each
How
time
many
what?
of them 100,000 did, when they complete a project?
No, sir. We paid in just this one, 228 for one check,
Well, yeah, there's.
and
besides that
100
one,
for
right.
another check.
Right, we had a 200
How many of
deposit.
those are left is what I'm asking.
Where's the paperwork that shows that how many more 100,000s we owe?
So
I
you're
would
telling
say
me
it's
we
way
might not
over
have
that.
the money then, is what you're
I'm
saying?
saying it's way over that.
Okay. So I'm asking if we have that money in our budget. I was told yes, now I'm told maybe not.
It all depends how long the project is. It lasts to June, yes.
Well, that really shouldn't matter, should it? If we budgeted money for this building and there's only 241,000 and nobody has any idea what's got to be yet billed out of the 241,000, then nobody knows if we have 7,000.
You have the same paperwork, Ben. How much left is owed on the bag? Do you have it available or not?
Nope. I don't have it in front of me, no.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any
I
nays?
don't think that that big of a change should be by roll call, but you got what?
Roll call.
What you got?
Roll call.
Well, I don't know if you can do that.
You already,
Yes, yeses.
you already asked for it.
No, I asked, don't you want to? And you've already asked for yeses, so do what you're gonna do. Let me
You
know.
asked for roll call.
Okay,
You already voted before you wrote.
well, apparently your vote don't count now.
Go ahead, Deb.
Okay. Cheryl?
Yes.
Deb? Yes. Bruce?
Yes.
John?
No.
Ben?
No. I don't know how you
32.
can vote yes when you don't even know what's in the budget.
Maybe we should let you handle everything.
All right, let's move on. We have printers.
Premiums.
Okay.
So my understanding is we're gonna get new ones or we already get them?
No, we haven't got none of them.
Okay, because it said December.
Yeah.
This was the quote in December.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, the black and white is per, we'll get rid of both printers. Okay. We'll go with one printer, it'll print black and white and color. But the price on the black and white sheet is per sheet,
Yeah, it's all done.
okay? For black and white, every sheet is .0046. Per color is .0483 per page. Right now, we are paying $392.38 for both, correct? Now, you have the colored one. This will include up to 12,000 black and white. And up to 3,000 colored. And it would be at 378.02.
For both of them, right?
It'd be one printer. It's one printer.
One printer will do it all.
I apologize, but help me out here. We got the 2 color sheets and 2 black and white sheets. What's the current, are one of these sheets or 2 of these sheets cover everything? And the black and white is old?
The
or what?
black one shows that we agreed 2021, if you look at the date.
So-
This one, from back in
Yeah.
2000, or, yeah, 19.
The second page, so page 2 is your color printer, so that small one.
The new version or the old?
No, this is our current, so the black and ones are the current ones we have.
Thank you.
Yep, the color
The 2
ones,
color sheets are the
those
new
are
sheets.
2 separate quotes.
Okay.
So the page 2 is for the color copier that we currently have. Page 3 is for the black and white copier that we currently have, and what we're paying on each of them.
Okay, so currently we pay $179.30 for the black and white printer per month, plus for sheets, or is it only when we go over?
We pay
Yes, only when we go over.
$179.30 for the color.
For the color.
Yep, and
And
that
then we pay
includes,
.0119 after 2,000 or 1,200 sheets in.
correct, and after 160 for the color, on just the color copier.
Right.
On page 3, we pay $213.08 just for the black and white printer, up to 15,000
15,000
prints.
sheets, and then it's 0.046 cents per sheet after.
Correct.
That's
So
current, got it.
page 4, the first one is what we would pay for one printer that does both black and white and color, and it's a pay-as-you-go, so you pay per print. So that's why there's not that number that says 0 to 12,000 like there was on the previous quote.
But we
So-
will have a minimum charge of $2.50 and 2 cents per month.
Correct, that's if you make no prints, that's
Right.
just for the printer itself. And that includes the buyback cost for both of those printers that we have currently.
And this one, we're going monthly, correct?
Correct, because that lease.
This one expires in when?
June.
June.
And then on the last page, that is the cost of the printer plus the 1 to 12,000 black and white prints and the 1 to 3,000 colored prints. So I got a quote for included prints and pay-as-you-go prints. Which we will never do 3,000 in a month for color prints, but that's the minimum that they can go. And this does not have to be the company that we go with. This is our current company. But I will say that they are refusing to give a standard buyout quote for what it would cost to just buy out the lease for this, because they do not want us going with a different company. So I've had other companies reach out and say, we can wait until that lease is up, return them, and give you a new figure for a whole new contract. So that's kind of an option. So we don't have to make a decision now, we don't have to make a decision in the next 2 months. You have 6 months until that black and white printer is up.
But it is having problems.
If it's
Yes.
having problems and it's under a lease, don't they take care of it?
It's outdated, that's the issue. So
But
basically
if it's
they
under a
want
lease
us,
where they guarantee to take care of it and it's outdated,
Should we get us a new
they
one?
want us to get a new printer, which that's what you're seeing. Is a new figure to get a new printer.
You want her to get quotes from the other company?
I mean, it would always be nice to have some comparables, I would think, yes. We are not, the lease is not up, we have time. They would buy us out now and start a new lease.
Yes, which is what those prices are.
We just return the old equipment and they would start a new lease.
Correct.
Or we could just keep going, the lease is up.
Correct. But just to kind of get.
I believe I understand, I wanna just ask one more question, then you're the one that checked on it, it sounds like?
Correct.
So on the first one, the black and white and color prints,
Yep.
at a charge, it goes against that minimum. If you go over so many sheets, now you would go more than $2.50 and 2 cents.
So you're talking the first color one?
Yeah,
So that one,
it's not $2.50 plus per sheet, it's,
no, so
you
you're
pay the .0069 for black.
per print.
Over the two,
No, the way I understand it, I'm asking,
Yeah,
you
you're
would pay that for one sheet,
correct.
but you wouldn't pay that because you would owe the minimum of $2.50. And then if you go over the 250 is when you pay that price.
No, so your first page, that has no prints included.
So it's 250
So-
plus 0.0069.
So it's
For
250
each,
plus whatever you
Got it.
print, yes. So the 250.02 is just the cost for the printer, including the buyback amount for both of them, which they figured into the 60-month term.
So it's the minimum plus every single print.
And our monthly average is how many,
It's,
what did
I
we,
believe they said 418 colored copies is our monthly average for color, and then I believe it's 1,700.
What are
is our-
we using 400 copies of color for?
It was mostly actually it averaged in our newsletter that we sent out.
Okay,
That's
and
why
that
it was so
color,
high.
yes.
But
But the
yeah,
average is over a year's time or something. You
it's,
might have printed a lot in one month and not hardly any the rest of the month, but it averaged this much per month.
yeah. But on page 4, that $250.02 that you see, that would be the monthly cost for just the printer,
without making any copies?
without making any copies. But say you make 40 black and white copies, you would be paying that 0.0069 per copy you make. Rather than page 5, you have that 1 to 12,000 that are included. Anything over that 12,000, you're paying 0.0069.
Well, if we are not in a situation where we have to do it this month, yes, I would like to see, that's my opinion, what are the rails then? See other options.
Just to do my agenda, it would be costing 14 cents just to do the agenda. Then you count the 2 other sheets that I print out, 20 of them. Times that by 3 equals 41 cents just to print out the agenda and the payables. If we just go with the 250. And then you gotta look at all the
What's the 3? You
paperwork.
said times by 3.
Cause I do the agenda, the check stubs and the
3 sheets you're talking about?
yeah, 3 pages.
Times how many total pages?
30 of them, or 60 total. 60 sheets would cost you,
At 0.0069 you're talking? Okay, gotcha.
Not counting paper.
yeah. That's just for part of the meeting. And then you have a stack of other papers. So let's take a look at the other quote, get other companies. And we'll see. All right, let's move on. Building enforcement, building codes enforcement. Now it's yours.
Okay, yeah, so, the only thing that I guess we haven't agreed on is how we're gonna go ahead and, approve, or how this is gonna work as far as, me pursuing it. We're gonna bring it up to the board on which properties, and then if you guys agree upon it, or do I just go and do it, or how is that gonna work? Because there's gonna be costs involved. And the same would go for other issues that has to go through the lawyer as far as with, properties. You know, because they gotta go, it's gotta go to court, you know.
Yeah, and our attorney has to be there and all that.
Yep, all that stuff, so the next gonna be like real costly. So I need to know how we're gonna go about doing that. Yeah, you know, I mean, because like Millington, she goes in front of the board and explains everything to the board, and then the board says yay on this one, nay on this one, yay on this one, or whatever. So, I don't know how any of the other ones, or any other municipalities, but I don't know how you wanna go and do that. Because that would be something that you would probably want to put into your policies and procedures. Also, somewhere along the way. Because that's all new.
Well, you had your meetings with, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
You had your meetings with Safeville.
Yep, I had no left.
Did they have like a suggested, this is one of the ways you can handle it, or I just wanna,
No, they don't care. Why would they care?
I don't even know exactly, I know we looked at the contract a month ago, but give me an idea what kind of things you think are gonna go there. You don't need to mention specifics, I don't mean that, but general things.
Okay.
Like a condemned home, I know that's what we originally talked about it for, so forget that one. Give me another example.
Okay, so.
Somebody building a house without a building permit, how about that example?
There you go.
They won't do anything about that right now, is what you told me.
Right.
Under the old rules.
Right.
So you find out there's a home being built, you gave them a zoning permit, you can't find any records of a building permit.
Right, but they never got a building permit, which that.
I'm using a
Just-
hypothetical example.
Right, that just happened the other day, actually. Last week.
They got a zoning permit or did not?
They got a zoning permit, but never got it.
Thank you, okay.
Yeah. So that would be, something,
So they got a zoning permit and they broke ground, they're building a building.
yeah, it's already half built.
And you go to building codes under the current old rules, and they're like, not our problem.
Not our problem. So,
Why
and
is the
then,
county even have
let's
buildings?
say, well, we're gonna do another example here. Let's say somebody's digging a trench along your backyard to drain some water out of it or something, and you don't give them approval.
They're digging on my property?
Yeah. So what happens is now you gotta call them to see if there's some sort of soil erosion going into a city drain. Now, you don't call the drain commissioners for that. I don't know why, but you don't, because I already did. And they said, no, you gotta call building codes, so you can see if there's soil erosion there. When they're gonna,
And they won't do anything about it because that's not their agreement with the county.
not gonna do.
But now with our new agreement, they would go in and do that.
Yes.
But you have to decide, do you write them a ticket?
No, you have to decide.
I'm talking about you and your job now, sorry.
Yeah, I have to decide on, that I will let them know, whatever form that we come up with, because we haven't come up with a form or anything. I'm filling out, and then I send it up there, and then they put it with the other ones.
But we pay for each thing they do for us then.
Each, yes. So that's where the cost is gonna be involved on that particular situation, and then, of course, if you gotta go to court for the other situations, then we're gonna get.
Same with living in trailers, campers.
Same with no, the campers that has to go through the lawyer.
That has nothing to do with Safeville.
Well, it kinda does, because if they're hooked into like electricity or something, or they put in a
Electrical box.
electrical box or a septic or something like that, they're gonna be involved too. So I'm just trying to find out what the procedure is going to be on me going forward on this, so I can start working on this, because we got pretty much everything figured out with Daryl with building codes. Pretty much everything figured out with the legal team, and how to go about that.
So, you fall under me, correct? right now?
I don't know. Where would I fall? You're the one who can hire and fire me, but I don't know. I have no idea, you know, is that gonna be a board situation, or is that gonna be a one-person situation? Because what's gonna end up happening, or could possibly happen, is that you could get into thousands of dollars worth of expenses here, and it's gonna take forever and a lifetime to get that money back, probably. Because we're gonna end up having to bill that person.
The person.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to rely, are they gonna pay you back? They don't pay you back, well, then it's gotta go on their taxes.
Well, that's if our attorneys will say it's okay to put it on their taxes.
Well, yeah, I'm just telling you what they have told me,
Who?
the lawyer.
Oh, the lawyers can charge them on their taxes.
Right, so then, yeah, what's gonna go through the court?
Even sure bill?
Safe Bill, yeah, they'll work with us and the attorney. But they're not gonna issue anything to the court. They're gonna issue it to us, whatever we need, and then we'll have that, but, you know, to go to court with. They will go to court with us as, you know, witnesses or whatever.
Representative.
Representative or witnesses to whatever issues there are.
That was in the agreement, if I recall. You're
Yeah.
gonna pay for their professional services as a witness.
Yeah, that's part
It's
of
gonna
it.
cost us, plus we're gonna be paying the attorney to do each of these steps. So
Yeah.
it sounds like every single time you get involved with any of these,
Mhm.
we're gonna be paying the lawyer and safe bill each time.
Each time.
So do we wanna allow him to do one per month, one per quarter? Do we wanna budget money for 10 of them a month, or 10 of them a quarter, or what do we wanna
Yeah,
do?
because by the time you
And how do we
get
know how much to
around
budget for each one?
to the taxes, when they put out your tax roll, what's gonna happen then? You know, that could take 3 years before they're delinquent on their taxes, and then it goes to auction, and then somebody buys it at auction, and that's when you're gonna get paid. Or the township's gonna get paid. See what I'm saying? This could drag out, getting reimbursed could drag on to 4 or 5 years.
What are the consequences if you don't do it though?
If we don't do it,
Nothing gets done.
Nothing gets done.
Fixed.
Yeah, you end up in a situation where we're at now. So, that might be something to, I don't know, to think about when you guys do your next budget, or I have no idea.
well, there's some stuff that needs to get done now.
Right, I mean, you don't have to start off doing all of it, all at once,
Right,
you know, you can.
but you have
work
you have some that you already wanna pick up.
I have, I do, you're right. For both situations,
Correct.
so,
You have some picked out for the attorney to take, and some for Shafe Bill to start,
yes,
then the attorney will get involved after that.
if the attorney needs to get involved.
Right.
So,
What are you looking at me for? How are you gonna get to this? We're gonna have to budget a lot of money for it, or we're gonna have to tell him he can only do one at a time, or we're gonna have to tell him do 20 at a time, and we'll find the money like we do for the hall.
so I don't know, I mean,
Well, Sarah put on Facebook, she had complaints. And you could go anonymous, correct? And there's a few of them in there that's already about blight and all that, correct?
well, I have
She's
enough.
gonna discuss this later, but I'm gonna,
Yeah, I have enough to get started.
I was gonna say, he already has a list.
I understand that, but how do you wanna go about? You want me to sit down and pick it out, or do you wanna have a special meeting and have them set it out in front of us to say which ones you wanna do first?
How much money do we have in the budget for this kind of thing?
We never budgeted.
That's my point.
So we don't,
Gotta be
okay,
careful.
never mind then, I understand.
Wait a minute, now, he's got some in his, we got a little bit in the budget, it might be $50. But there is a line item in that budget for that, right, Mr. Treasurer?
I'm looking.
I don't understand the comment about, okay, well, are we gonna do drop it now because I questioned something?
Well, I know we
You're
don't
gonna
have it
just
in the
drop it
budget.
because one person said one thing, I don't hear anybody else saying anything about it. Where do you wanna come up with the money? What do you wanna do about it? What's your idea? I'll ask four of you. Somebody come up with an idea.
You got professional service attorneys, $12,555 left out of 15,000. They'll pay for the attorney.
Okay,
Could that be also part of safe bill too?
I don't have no idea.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, well, you're looking right at me.
No, I'm not.
Well, what,
I haven't even looked at you yet.
you, it's on camera, so we can check that out later.
All right, we will. Got 12,000 left in the attorney.
Where's the attorney?
Front page, yeah, under incomes.
Professional service? No, that's the other.
No,
You said the front page, right?
did I say? Wait a minute. Professional service attorney,
Oh, the. right
underneath fuel
right above
amendment for
the-
assessor.
above- Right above the clerk.
Correct. You got this too. Shows the budget.
I think you've missed the big point. I've asked a question and not one of you has tried to answer it yet. Who's got an idea? I said something and Bruce was ready to drop the whole thing. You heard him. We're gonna drop it, we're doing nothing. You didn't come up with an idea, he didn't come up with an idea.
Because we
Next year,
never
you
really,
come up with an idea.
we never budgeted for this new project.
So you wanna drop it because of that?
Yes, because we don't have a budget
So it's
for
not
it.
because I said something, it's you wanna drop it because you don't have a budget. Now I understand.
You don't have nothing in the general, you can't take it from anywhere?
I think what he's saying is, I'm sorry, he needs an opinion on how you want to handle it. So make a motion that he can go full hog, right both ways on every single one on his list. Then we'll bankrupt the township, we'll be out of money. and
Well,
problem will be
we've
solved.
got $300 in cemetery. We never
That's gonna
spend it. That could come out of there. I'll
Go
tell you
look
that
at your
much
safe
right
builder
now.
contract again. How much will that help? You can write the first couple pieces of paper maybe.
Are we
Money's gone.
Are you thinking of any money that you would get back from fines and court fees when they?
As you heard, that might take years.
So it's
So
still-
how do you come up with a policy of, does he go after one at a time? Does he go after four at a time? Does he bring the list of the four worst ones to the board and the board decides? That's what's gotta be decided. But we're gonna drop it because I asked a question.
I would say that you.
But I know I don't have a budget for it.
Okay.
I already know that I don't have a budget.
Then instead of dropping it, put it on the agenda for next month and everybody think about it. Come back with a plan. Or spit out a plan right now.
Sure seems to me you got money in a budget for across the street. Whether it's over, under, there's always no concerns, but you're gonna, this year you can't come up with nothing.
For the first month, we can probably use that attorney. I already know I'm. Okay,
Do you
let
want
me look at it this way. Last year, we just had this discussion. Last year, we are over $163,000 by doing the correct work. So we have $163 we could almost throw at this thing. But it's not in the budget.
Right, but can't you, add a line item to your budget and move some money over to that? Make a,
Well, what's the contingency fund for, if not for things that come up?
Contingency is if stuff does come up. Okay, if you look at line,
This is something.
if you look at line,
I mean, you can.
township hall property supplies, I'm already a -11. Okay, I will move out of contingency to add that.
That's true.
So if I went above the professional services, the 15,000, I would add from contingency.
Right.
That's what we've been doing since I've been on board here for 8 years.
I'm gonna make a motion. So I make a motion to have the zoning administrator, I put his name in here, so let me correct that, sorry. Have the zoning administrator bring his list of the 10, I'm gonna say it kind of generically, worst/oldest complaints to the board for review at our next regular meeting. And that gives us till then to come up with a plan, and we'll have the list of some of the problems to look at. So my motion is to have the zoning administrator bring his list of 10 worst/oldest complaints to the board for review. If my motion goes through, that gives you the authority to go through your biggest and oldest
Right,
and pick, well, this one's more important than that one.
got him.
That's my motion.
I'll second.
When you're ready, could you read it back?
Motion by Ben to have zoning administrator bring his list of 10 worst/oldest complaints to board to review, seconded by Cheryl.
At the next regular meeting. I mean, I want them before that,
Right,
so we can review them and talk about them at the next regular meeting. That's not part of the motion, just at the next meeting. Regular meeting.
So you don't want at next regular meeting?
Yes, I do want at next regular meeting. The other things I was saying to him, I'm sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
So we have a motion and a second. And it's been read back. All in favor?
Any discussion?
Any discussion? Yeah, I have a discussion. Why have to wait, why wait till next month meeting?
Kick the
When would
can
you like
down
to
the
do it,
road
right?
again.
Well, you each had 10, 12, 14 minutes right now, somewhere in that neighborhood, and none of you came up with an idea, and I point blank asked you.
That's because I guess we're all
Okay.
stupid, Ben. Apparently,
Well,
we're the only
I didn't say
one
that, and
All right,
that can
there's my
figure
motion. If
anything
you
out.
want to change it,
okay,
vote it down.
Vote it down.
roll call.
Nope, no, do roll call.
Okay. Ben,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Bruce,
No.
Deb. I'm gonna say no. And Cheryl.
Yes.
3-2, motion carried. Another month got wasted. All right,
Money wise, you can either add a line for safe build or add safe build to the attorney fees. Meaning by safe build, either do I thought we had one ago, but we probably haven't used it in so long, it's probably not coming up in our budget.
Okay, but you're pointing out the one thing. And the other important thing, what he asked, he didn't even ask what budget line. He didn't ask what money you have in the budget. He asked how you want him to handle it.
Oh, yeah,
Did
it's
you
about
want him
money
to-
too.
Yeah.
No, we talked about where
He
to
wants
take
to
it
know
out
how
of.
you want him to handle it. Does he just start going up?
Can you talk to the attorney and find out what policies he would have, so we could start on that?
Yeah.
If we have where the courts are finally gonna start backing us up on some of these through the court systems, why can't it pay for itself through fines and other things? It may take a while to collect it, but still. Before, we couldn't even get it to the courts when we had something like that. If they're gonna work with us on that, let it fund itself with the money that comes in from the fines.
They're not working with us.
I thought they were, no, they weren't before, but I thought it was,
No, they're still not working with us.
Yeah, it's still the same, except.
They're just taking the money, they're fining them, but not telling them to clean it or remove it. They're just fining the guys. Okay?
so where's the money from the fines go?
We don't get nothing.
They keep, no,
Yeah, we
we
did,
get a
we got
very
$29.
low.
Well, we got a whole $29?
$29.70 this year.
But if the courts
$29
enforced it better, we would have more of an income.
All right, but they won't do that.
Well,
They don't want to.
Again,
They actually refuse.
again, if we had the money already set aside, that still doesn't answer his question on how we wanted him to handle it. Do you want him to go out and write 50 tickets instantly? Do you want him to come back to the board,
No,
which
we
is
just made a
specifically?
motion, we're doing 10.
No, we made a motion that he's gonna bring a list of 10 for
We'll
us to
bring a
talk
list of
about.
10.
Yeah, I asked
We've
him
talked
to,
about multiple times since then about not liking that. We're kicking the can. Nobody else made a decision, so I threw out a motion. And obviously, three.
So
people
now-
liked it.
But, right.
But when it goes the other way, we're ready to move on quick instead of beating it to death after it was already motioned and voted.
But writing a citation doesn't have anything to do with this. I can already write the citations. It's the next step after that.
the citation, you can write every
When you
day.
writing the citations then?
Yeah.
It's not relevant to this discussion.
Right.
Alright, so can you see if they
Yeah.
have anything for
Yeah.
policies and procedures?
Yeah.
Alright, next is,
I'm fixing that policy and procedure example book. Have you looked in there?
Huh?
Have you looked in that example book, policy and
Where'd
procedure?
you get that at?
It's been there.
When did we get that?
Wow.
How long's a while?
5 or 6 months. When Rachel was here.
Really?
Before Rachel left.
Never even knew it happened. Communication.
alright,
No, the example one, Sarah. The
Sample.
hard copy one
Oh,
from MTA.
the red book?
No. It's policy, examples of policy and procedures.
Let's look after the meeting.
Yeah, we'll look after the meeting.
Yeah, please.
alright. Next is, the vehicle policy that's been to the attorney. This is the one that attorney sent back. The resolution will be 01. This is our first one for 2025. We need to get this policy done because there's people driving it. Go ahead, please.
Resolution 01-2025. Resolution to approve the Vassar Township vehicle use policy. Whereas the purpose of this resolution is to set the Vassar Township vehicle use policy. Now therefore be it resolved that the Vassar Township Board of Trustees approved Vassar Township use policy. The foregoing resolution was offered by board member
I'll make that motion.
and supported by Deborah. Upon roll call vote, the following voted aye
One nay.
or nay. Okay. Cheryl?
No discussion,
We gotta discuss it.
Okay, discuss it.
All right, there is a couple things I found, but they're just minimum things, like in, number 8,
Number which one?
sentence 3, it says town instead of township. There's 3 times it says town instead of township.
Oh, okay.
It's 3, 9, and 20.
3, 9, and 20.
Yep.
The town
Oh,
fuel,
Does, okay.
town's fuel should be used for a township vehicle.
Okay, that's an easy change.
well, then I also question number 20 for a different reason. I just don't understand it. Town fuel or township fuel should only be used for township vehicle and equipment. We don't have township fuel. What does that mean? What does this sentence mean?
Well, we were gonna get a fuel card up in uptown
Yeah.
and keep it in the car.
So I understand the purpose of it now, but I think the wording needs work. I don't have the right wording. Maybe it needs to talk about the fuel purchases or something.
20 and what, 9?
3, 9, and 20.
Yeah, I like number 9. I didn't catch it the other two, and I read
Really?
it 50 times.
3, 9, and 20, that needs to be changed to
I
township.
had it highlighted in number 9.
You gotta be on a plane to see that.
So I just think that needs some help with wording, and I don't have the proper wording, but that's not correct in my opinion. Fuel purchased for the township vehicle, or I don't know.
Wasn't me.
All right, how about changing it to be reimbursed?
Well, even if it's a card,
No.
because the card might be the better way. I don't know the answer to that either, but fuel purchased by the township should be, will be used for township vehicles and equipment only. I didn't even understand what it meant, so I could therefore go and come up with an idea on the wording, because it didn't make any sense to me.
Vehicle and township use, maybe.
Fuel purchased. Township purchased fuel should be used for township vehicle and equipment only.
But we don't have the fuel. Township don't have the fuel.
No, fuel purchased by the township. That's what I'm trying to
How
think. The
about
right word.
township fuel card should be used for township vehicle and equipment only.
That's what I just wrote.
Okay, slowly read it back again, please.
Township fuel card should be used for township vehicle and equipment only.
Right.
And look, I just wrote that.
Right.
Because actually, we do have a fuel card already that is used by our municipal maintenance.
Well, this policy would cover that too,
Right.
same purchase.
Yeah.
Could be shall rather than should.
All right, we'll change that, and 3 and
We don't need that.
3 and 9.
Okay,
On the,
It's been changed.
it's,
okay, on the Roman numeral 2
Application.
applicability. I just don't understand about that whole thing about the collective bargaining. Should we change that kind of wording? Or does that mean the police officer? I don't know. I don't understand that comment.
That's what I get out of it, because they are, I believe, unionized. The police
But
department.
we don't technically even own the police car anymore, right? We paid for it, but it belongs to the city of Vassar, right, for our use.
No,
No.
No, we own it.
It's our car.
Whose name is the title? I think it's
Vassar
in theirs, isn't
Township.
it? I thought for insurance reasons and so on, they had to have it in their name. I was told this, but I don't know if it's accurate.
And I think still it's ours.
I'm pretty sure I was told, I know I was told, we don't own that car.
Where does it say that you have to have your, be checked
Checked.
through the state? Sarah?
It's on
Yeah.
section,
12.
yeah, 12. All new drivers must allow a motor vehicle record check prior to driving any Vassar Township owned vehicle. This record check will be done every other year thereafter. Employees will notify the township supervisor and or admin assistant if change in driver's license status changes. Any positive drug
Okay.
test may result in revocation of an employee's privilege to operate municipal vehicles. Whether it occurred on duty or not, if operating a municipal vehicle is an essential job function, reclassification or termination could result.
And it's also under the key policy that the administrative assistant has to, and so to speak.
Right.
So with those changes, everybody agrees with the change, correct? I don't,
I don't understand that one, but maybe it doesn't need to be changed because it might be irrelevant to us. So if it
Right.
says it doesn't matter. It only affects people who are in that category.
so let's go back to roll call. We're
Okay.
gonna accept the changes, correct? They've already been made, so I'll get you the new one.
Okay. Upon roll call vote, the following voted. Cheryl?
Yes.
Okay. Deb? Yes. Bruce?
Yeah.
John?
Yes.
And Ben?
Yes.
So there
I will get that to you.
no nays, and
I'll
one
get that
was
to you.
absent.
I'll get that changed Friday, tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, don't care. All right, that one's taken care of. Been sitting there. All right, O2, resolution O2.
Okay, resolution 02/2025. Resolution to set the dates and times of the, needs to be changed to
Yep.
2025 Board of Review meeting.
Yep.
Whereas MCL 221.29 requires the supervisor to submit to the Board of Review at the office of the supervisor the assessment roll for the current year on the first Tuesday following the first Monday in March, which is March 4th, 2025. And whereas MCL 211.30 pertains to the stipulations regarding the Board of Review as relating to the dates and times of the meeting and allows the township to authorize by ordinance or resolution alternative starting dates when the Board of Review shall meet to schedule its public hearing. Now therefore be it resolved that the Vassar Township Board of Trustees sets the following dates and times for the Vassar Township Board of Review to meet at Vassar Township Hall, 4505 West Saginaw Road, Vassar, Michigan, 48768. Phone number, area code 989-823-3541, and again, 2025. Okay. And the dates are March 4th, 2025 at 4:30 p.m. is the organizational meeting. March 12th, 2025 at 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. public hearing. March 13th, 2025 at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. for public hearing. July 22nd, 2025 at 4:30 p.m. July Board of Review meeting. And December 10th, 2025 at 4:30 p.m. December Board of Review meeting. The foregoing resolution was offered by Board Member Fodor and supported. Oh,
I'll make the motion because I'm presenting it.
okay,
I'll second.
all right. Suppress that.
Because it's coming from the board.
Right.
Anyways.
Okay.
The reason why it has to come in front of you guys is because we are changing December meeting because it's supposed to be held on the second Tuesday of the month. And the second Tuesday is our meeting, so we're moving it to the Monday. And that's why it's coming in front of the board. Every time, if it's just a regular set, according to the state, if it stays within that Tuesday or that, we could not bring it to the board. We just have to make our own resolution.
They give you specific dates, not guidelines or not timeframes?
We have to do it within that week.
Okay. No, I guess what I meant is it wouldn't have to come for us if it was Tuesday.
If it
So it's
says
any other day than Tuesday, not just a window, you have to come before the board?
Are you sure about that date? December 10th?
the 11th is our meeting.
Okay. Oh, all right.
All right, roll call.
Ben?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Bruce?
Yes.
Deb? Yes. And Cheryl? Yes.
Oh, by the way, in 2025, after the phone number, I'm gonna cross that right off.
Say that again.
We're at, there,
Where it says now therefore be it resolved, and at the end it's.
it says
after the
in
phone number.
2025, I'm just gonna delete that.
Okay. I'm gonna cross that
Delete
out.
the 2 and 25?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just needs a period after the phone number.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, adopting the 2025 federal poverty exemption.
That was number 3 then.
Yep, that's 03. We just did this probably right when Sherry took over, because she needed this, the 2024 adoption for the state audit. So, but every year we have to redo it. So this is why it's back to us so quickly. And I know it's already 25.
All right, because I already changed it too. Okay, you want me to read this?
Yes,
one?
please.
Okay. Resolution 03-2025, resolution adoption of 2025 federal poverty guidelines and asset test. Whereas local governing bodies are required to adopt guidelines that set income levels for poverty exemption guidelines. Whereas PA 390 of 1994 requires that the poverty exemption guidelines established by a governing body is required to include an asset test. Whereas the asset test means the amount of cash, fixed assets, or other property that could be used or converted to cash for use in payment of taxes, and should calculate a maximum amount permitted, and all other assets above that amount should be considered as available. Whereas the township wants to set that amount at such a level to not hinder residents in the search of employment. Now therefore be it resolved that the Vassar Township Board of Trustees approve the federal poverty guidelines for 2025. Now therefore be it further resolved that the Vassar Township Board of Trustees set the asset tests set to the federal poverty guidelines for 2025. Board going resolution was offered by board member
I will. Bruce?
Bruce Felder. And supported by board member Deborah Pons.
On the sheet behind it has the access test too.
Oh. Alright. So you're gonna fix
Roll
this
call.
one also? Okay, Deb, yes. John,
Yes.
Bruce,
Yes.
Ben,
Yes.
and Cheryl.
Yes.
Alright, before we get off of, board review, we have the training for February 11th. How many have you signed up?
Just like you,
3. There's
no,
4. Should be
you,
4.
Gloria, and Cheryl. No,
No,
not Cheryl.
Bob,
Bob Forbes.
it should be 4. And,
Wasn't given a Forbes.
his wife.
Renee is already up to date, ain't she?
You gotta do it
I thought
yearly.
she
Don't
had,
ask me, I don't know. I can ask her, I don't know.
because I thought she already had her certificate.
But it's every year.
It's
Every 2 years, and her certificate ended in December.
I did not call her and was not given her name, so.
February
Can
11th,
you
you
sign
said?
her up for that? If there's an opening?
If there's an opening,
Well,
sure.
hold on. I don't need to be registered. So you did
You
3.
don't?
How many have you did? Just 3?
Yeah, they have your names already. Gloria, you,
Because I'm only the secretary. I don't vote, I don't do nothing.
but you still have to take the training, am I right?
Yeah, see if you can sign up another
All
one.
right, so see if I can have their name. All right.
I was trying to get another person before this meeting and it didn't work out.
Oh, that's true, we still need somebody.
All right,
Okay.
for another training,
Are you doing that by motion or is it just a vote? I don't know what you're doing, I'm asking.
just the training,
We're
we have
just
to have it.
adding somebody for training.
Just training, just to add somebody on training. Just while we're in training, I got this in the mail from the Michigan Township Association. The MTA conference, the 2025 conference and expo, is being held at Grand Rapids, Amway, Grand Plaza. It is in April 3rd, March 31st to April 3rd. Is anybody interested? It is a good time to get information. Is anybody interested in it?
Is it all those days we stay down there?
Huh?
We stay down there those,
Oh yeah, you stay down there the whole 3 days.
and how much is it?
Or you can do 2 days. The third day is not.
It's not fun, that's what it is. How much it is. I forgot.
It's in the,
I read it a while ago. You can take it online for $150. I believe it's,
what this thing you can do online?
yeah, that's what it said.
Well,
That'd be interesting.
I wanna go.
Because you'd be missing work for 3 straight days.
Ben, you
I don't know if I'm available. I'd like to go maybe this time, Can we approve however many people and-
Or something if you go,
It's in our magazine,
yeah.
but I didn't even look at it. Alright,
Can you like approve so many people or approve however many going and then just let the clerk know if we,
If you're going or not,
yeah.
that would be
Because I
wonderful.
can't tell you right now that I can go, so I can't tell you if I can go. I will.
well, I already know, the conference housing opens on the 23rd
Of this month.
of this month.
Mhm.
If you wait till the 24th, you're not gonna be at the,
So they
Emily.
provide the housing? Or do-
oh no, we have to pay for the housing.
See, I need to know what this stuff's gonna cost.
Oh no, you get reimbursed.
Oh,
Your housing will get reimbursed,
oh.
right?
You use the credit card for it.
Right. And I stood at the Holiday Inn, the last time I was was the one in Traverse City, or,
Yeah. Traverse City.
no, in,
Grand Rapids?
Grand Rapids. You walked out of the hotel room, across the river, and it's right there. They have every hour, or an hour and a half, then,
Yeah.
they have meetings that you set, you just go,
You get a list and you can't go to them all because they overlap, but you pick, I wanna go to this one, I wanna go to this one, and so on. You just go from one to the next.
Pick the one.
but it's something to think about. Let us know by
Yeah, I'd be
February,
interested.
by February.
Okay.
So do you need a motion or something to approve up to 5 and then, or what do you wanna do there?
No, because we made a motion a long time ago that we're open for whoever wants to go to training
Okay,
can go.
okay.
Just need to know by a certain date.
Yeah, certain
Right.
date, so we can get the rooms in.
Yeah, because there's always an early bird fee or a late fee. Registration.
I didn't get nobody for applications, we're still looking for a board of review,
Good.
because right now we only have 3. And we had 2,
So we still need 2, one alternate and one regular?
well, yeah, but right now, Bob would be a regular because he'll be going to training. Until they get
Gotcha.
qualified, they can't. I don't even know. Alright, oh. You have me on a sticky note for, Sarah, cell phone.
Sherry.
Sure.
Sarah's got a cell phone.
What do you wanna explain this?
Sherry needs a cell phone, a township phone number. She has no way of anybody reaching out to her. She does not have a set day that she is here, since she is still appointment only. And she's only Monday and Thursday, 11 to 7 at the Watertown Library, and Friday 9 to 3 at the Watertown Library, but we have no way of knowing if she's actually there during those days. But that was the phone number that she was originally given to me. But I know that the township does pay for, like, Troy to have a cell phone for zoning, Rachel to have one for marijuana coordinator, and I believe there was an amount that was paid for Lisa towards her phone bill. So I would just like to see if the board could possibly give her a phone or a phone number. I know that she really doesn't have an interest in using her own personal phone for work, but if we could discuss that.
You don't want to use a personal phone in case you get subpoenaed.
I don't think we ever paid for their phone.
Let's say the assessor's contract would require her to have her own phone, normally.
We never had
Do we not have a contract with her?
Yeah.
And does it say about phone or not?
Um,
An assessor's an contract employee.
mhm.
Right.
Normally, they would have a phone available in their contract, it would be part of their deal.
Yeah.
They have to be accessible.
Never got one.
Lisa had one.
Yeah.
Lisa used her phone when you gave her $40 a month or something like that.
I don't see it in here.
Who was Lisa?
Because it's not in there, John.
Yeah, the previous, your
Yeah.
previous assessor.
We're not currently paying any money towards her phone
We
because
don't-
Right.
If she's
I
a
understand
contract
that.
employee, I guess the easiest way to relate it is like the garbage company. They're contracted to us, they have to have a phone.
She had in her.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, is she does not have one. So we need
So we
to,
hired an assessor with no way to contact the assessor then.
correct.
Well, you have
Yeah,
to
you
look
can
at-
contact her at this number.
You have to look at your,
Her the hall number is what's on her business
Hall
card,
number.
but she has no set day that she's here. So it's just a, let me
Till she
get your
gets everything
information,
squared away.
and I give it to her.
you have to look at a contract.
So you talked to her and she says she doesn't want her own phone, she wants another phone.
She really doesn't want anything, but
She thinks the current way is okay,
yes.
but we're having a hard time getting hold of her.
And she did say that she would do consumer cellular, it's like $15 a month.
Is that what you got?
Me, I have straight talk, but it says in the policy that the assessor is supposed to be here 1 day a week.
Yeah.
But, right, it's supposed to be Wednesday.
I don't know.
I
I
don't,
just know.
I don't know if that new contract said that.
No, but that's what it says in the policies and procedures. So.
Well, even if it does, and we agreed to her contract, we have to live with this.
Well, then you gotta change it in your policy.
Right. Well, you have to update both, right, one or the other.
But yeah, I just have straight talk, it's $40 a month. I think it's $38.95 a month or something like that, it's unlimited and whatever, and I think it was, I don't even know what it was for the
I'm
phone.
almost-
That's $40.
I'm almost proud, because the reason why it's not on here, because we haven't paid in a while, that we gave $30 toward the phone.
Yeah, but
But I
you
don't
get
have
one for
last year's
15
in
bucks.
front of me, so.
She said she could. She likes consumers.
That works for her, I mean, it works in her area, that's what's for her.
Just give her the $30, the assessor phone, and let her decide what she wants to do about it. Get another phone or use hers. But tell her we would like to have a phone available. And I've always emailed her and got a hold of her all the time.
If we're gonna do things like that, we should consider, the township once upon a time had township phones for certain jobs. And if you left that job, the new person got that phone.
And that makes good sense.
And that's only 2 people.
Because I
At
don't
that
like,
time it was.
I don't like using
No,
my
still,
personal
it's only 2
cell
people.
phone.
You shouldn't.
His phone is
Well,
the
right.
administrator.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have two right now that are,
that we own.
yeah, we own.
Correct.
Oh, I misunderstood, I thought we just paid them.
No, we own his phone and we own the marijuana coordinator's phone.
Then why are we paying them for phone? Why aren't we paying a phone bill?
Because he's paying it out at
Because-
$30 he
Then it's
gets.
not our phone.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That's not my
Why
fault.
isn't our bill, and we're paying for it, and you're not getting the $30 then? We're just paying the bill.
No, you're just giving me the money and I paid it back.
You're agreeing every payable to give him $30 towards the phone.
Because I thought it was his phone, and we
No.
were reimbursing
No, at
him.
the very beginning, it was him and Rachel wanted their own phones.
I was first, then it was Rachel.
Yes.
And they're paying the bill when we pay them the $30.
Right, and you guys gave me money
To go get.
to go get a phone,
Okay.
and I gave her the receipt, I think it was.
That was to purchase the phone you're talking about, so we
Right.
purchased it, gotcha.
Yeah, and then I get $40 a month for the phone,
Okay.
to pay the phone bill.
And Rachel was also, but then under her agreement, when negotiations came up with her pay, she agreed, I get this amount every month as marijuana coordinator, and that includes my phone. She no longer wanted to be paid
A separate
a
allowance.
separate.
But that is a smart way to do it though, that's the way that you said.
Right.
Yeah.
It is.
We should all know, it should be our phone number
There you
for
go.
that purpose, and we pay the bill. Do not reimburse anybody.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Well, I said that back in the day, didn't I, Bob?
Makes sense to
And
me.
we canceled it.
I'd really prefer not to use my personal cell phone.
Well, if you get that phone,
Well, I'm not talking about for every job.
they're gonna look at every single thing in there. I already talked to the lawyer about it. They're not gonna look at just the,
Well, they can look at our personal phones. If we email each other,
exactly. If you use your personal email for business down here and you get, that gets subpoenaed.
oh no, not emails, texts.
Text, email, everything.
Right.
Everything.
Is this a decision that needs to be made promptly, or can we consider
No, it's
some
just brought
options?
it up.
You can, you know,
Well, then consider some options. Can somebody check on what we can get phones for? Well, we wouldn't have to get new ones for certain jobs, but if we just talk about one, we'd know it'd be times 3 if we chose to do that, or whatever.
Then, while we're on phones for Hall, Net Express.
Oh, yeah, Net Express.
That'll be,
Express is coming tomorrow.
that goes under Hall, New Hall Park.
That's your next agenda item, I think.
That's our next agenda anyways. I don't have any board applications already, so,
Oh, so we're on New Hall and Park.
yeah.
So how do we get to assessor?
Uh,
That was under
Sarah just
board
that was under
Sarah
board
brought it
review.
up.
Okay.
Assessor was under board review.
Oh,
So, phones for Hall, because our phones are what, outdated?
Yeah, we do not have a multi-phone line system. Therefore, that means that if somebody's on the phone and somebody else calls, it gets called straight to voicemail. So, Net Express is coming tomorrow to look at our phones and to discuss different phone options for the hall. So I wanted to bring it in front of the board and see what the board is looking for in a phone system. I know we need a multi-line phone system. Do we want cordless? Do we want a phone in every office? Do we want a corded phone that has transfer options? What?
Unless you want to double it out like you're at the Coney Island.
Yeah.
What's that?
Our
What's the-
current system,
Yeah. Deb, you got a phone call.
Yeah, you should get a
Yeah,
double
but
out
you
like
gotta get
at the
that
Coney
that's our
Island.
intercom.
Yeah.
Now, you do have an intercom on them phones.
I don't think you can use it if you're on the phone though.
Yeah, you
you
can.
can page, you can put them on hold and page them.
I know you can put them, well,
Well, you got
you
one
can
there.
mute them on the phones that we have.
Yeah.
On the one you have now.
Yes.
So those we got at the store, you can put it on hold and page somebody.
Yeah, the ones that we have now are essentially house phones
Yeah, yeah, they really are.
with four separate little charging bases. So I didn't know what the board was looking for.
Are they coming tomorrow to do something, or just to talk about phones?
To
What-
look at what phone system we have currently and how many we need, and then from there, they would basically be able to say like, oh, if you need 5+ phones, these would be your options. If you want cordless phones, these would be your options.
Well, has anybody gave this any thought, or do we need them to give us ideas so we can give it thought?
Well, kind of a little bit of both. Because we really do need a multi-line.
Yes.
Because I'm on the phone with Sage. Believe
Could be
me,
5 hours.
no other phone calls are coming in.
And we have gotten some pretty nasty voicemails from people. Oh, I thought the hall was open. Why is it going to voicemail? And it's just because somebody else was on the phone.
Yeah. Because it can take a couple hours.
Would it still be going, if they want me, still would have like the,
To talk to the supervisor, press 1. To talk to the clerk,
then it
press
would go
2.
to my voicemail on my computer,
Correct.
to my email.
Yes.
The only problem I've ever had with our phone is the silly always puts you on hold while it transfers you to the person you're calling when you first call. That's before you push an option to get to a person.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is how it works.
I
So-
didn't know if there was anything else you guys were really looking for in a phone that we don't have now, that you're like, we need to have this.
Yeah, I don't have a clue what we need here, what individual people want, so how do we make that decision?
I guess the biggest thing now is, do we want a phone in every office? Cause you're looking at then
6,
seven
7.
phone systems.
That's
Well,
a
for
lot
one
of money
phone
for that kind
system,
of
it
phone
was
system.
7 phones.
Yeah, so you'd have like 7 bases, but yes, 7
Right,
phones.
one thing, you definitely, if you did that, you would not need cordless phones.
Yeah, that would be,
There would be no reason to have cordless phones if you did something.
I don't
like
even think you could have 7 cordless phones.
that. You probably can, I don't know.
They used to make them, I don't know if they still do.
Yeah.
Make what?
You buy a base unit and multiple
Right.
handsets.
Yeah.
They have their own charging thing,
Yeah.
but there's only one base unit.
I mean, I would just.
But I didn't know if we wanted to invest in having a phone in everyone's office, like the police officer's
Phone systems
office.
ain't cheap. I say get the information for some options and go from
Is
there.
there gonna
Yeah.
be phone lines in every office?
That's another thing, because when I talked to Harper about this,
Uh-huh.
he said he did not build anything in to have a phone line in every single office.
Oh. So
Because
these are-
when I brought it up, I was told that's no longer necessary. It's all done through the internet now, through the
No.
VoIP.
You can't
And
do
that was
it.
another issue that we're running into, as who told someone
Right,
that our whole hall will be Wi-Fi instead of hardwired. So now we have 0 hard wiring in the hall.
right.
Don't know.
So we have no phone stuff, no hard wire for
I brought
internet,
that up before.
no nothing. So
Didn't
that
we
was-
have it in there and then it was removed?
Yes.
I heard that rumor.
Yes. But everyone points fingers at who it was, but the weird thing is, everybody's finger doesn't go back to
I
anybody on
didn't
board.
say it either.
It's all contractors.
I think it was, they made that decision upon themselves. because
Yes.
When I called them and talked to them and explained to them what we wanted over there,
Mhm.
they understood what I said, and then when I came back and talked to you a couple days later, you were like, oh no, they already did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they would make that decision on themselves.
Yeah. So that's something else that we're running into.
See what they offer, go from there.
Yeah, there you go.
Their suggestions of what they got.
And now that all the drywall's up, what are they gonna charge to run all the wiring that we didn't put in?
Alright, next still on Park, or Hall, is Harper Electrical. This is for the 2 entry doors, correct? For the buzz in and buzz out. This is coming right from the door.
It's the
Door
striker
company?
for the door. Yeah.
Didn't we already approve this in one of the, I know we've seen something about this already.
Yes, but the figure was not in there.
Oh,
In Harper's quote, he said that he would have to get it from Dave's Glass.
okay.
So that second page is the actual quote from Dave's Glass, and then Harper just transposed it
Mirrored
onto
it onto
his.
this paperwork, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like the last line though. Says Dave's Glass will install electric latch mechanism and exit device and pull wiring through armor loop and into exit device. Dave's Glass is not responsible for wiring connections or final operations. So what's that mean if it doesn't work?
No, it's just saying that Harper is going to do basically the connection between the striker and the switch.
That's where you go back to the Harper one. It says that he's responsible for that.
Yeah.
Well, that's-
Final hookup from latch device to access control system is included in access quote number 3493, no additional charges. And if we don't do this, what do we have? Key locks?
Probably.
You have no buzz in, buzz out system.
And it's only for the two,
Entry.
The two entrances.
the outside into the entryway and then the entryway into the hall.
Correct.
Do I need a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to accept the quote from Harper for the door mechanisms.
Second.
Please read it back.
Motion by Deb to accept quote from Harper for door mechanism, seconded by Cheryl.
Second by Cheryl, correct?
Yep.
Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays?
Nay,
Nay?
nay.
4-1. All right, you have a copy from the attorney. This is for hall rental agreement. Take a look at it. We should start thinking about this. But we should also think about, it says in the very top, $200 deposit within 10 days of making the request. Is how we're gonna, what's the payment would be, who's paying for the cleanup afterwards, how much is it gonna cost us for cleanup? Something to think about. So take a look at this. This came right from the attorney, correct? And there's some spots to look at. And if you wanted, if you look at the last page, I agree no alcohol will be, you guys can, we can discuss that if you want it or not. I don't think we should, right now we should have alcohol.
Charge 2 different deposits. If you have alcohol, it's 1 deposit.
Just go to it. Okay,
Well, yeah, but it's something to look at, and start looking at.
okay. That's true.
Right, that was the last of,
Okay.
Park and Rec. Now, the park. Can you read, the letter that agrees? Go
Oh,
ahead.
sure.
Right there.
Dear Board, I am requesting permission to set up an advisory committee for event planning. The committee would comprise people with experience in event planning, advertising, or a passion for increasing community engagement. It would help plan additional events, develop an advertisement plan, and give advice on how to improve existing events. Several community members attended the Halloween trail event and gave feedback or requested information about a committee like this to help plan for next year, prompting this request. Members would serve voluntarily and I would organize and lead the meetings. Thank you, Doris Fother, event coordinator.
So, I think we need a motion to have a advisory committee for events. Correct? Ben?
I mean, I think it was the opinion of the planning commission that that's really not important. They have the authority to just have an advisory committee. It's no fee, it's no money, it's just somebody that would make a recommendation to them to recommend to the planning commission to recommend to the board. So, I think that's what basically.
But she's asking
said.
for-
Do you agree?
Yeah.
But in this
Our
letter,
opinion, so.
she's asking our opinion to start it. So,
As long as there's no objections, that's what she's saying. She wants to.
that's what I'm saying, is
Yeah.
make a motion to have the advisory committee.
The only thing you guys gotta worry about is, 3 of you guys being in that meeting without anybody knowing for the Open Business Act.
3 of the planning commission, you mean 3 of the parks members?
Parks members, yeah.
Well, we run the Parks and Rec that way, but in reality, they're just a committee as well.
Correct.
And they don't literally have to follow that.
But they just
set
can't have
law.
a meeting whenever they want.
No. I believe by laws they could. I think our basic policy is we want them to run like a regular board or committee. But they're really not, they're just a committee,
They're a
not a commission.
Correct.
They
They're
can get
not
together
elected.
and all they're gonna do is recommend something to the DC, to recommend to the board anyhow.
Because if you're gonna have 3, just have it at a regular meeting.
Well, I think she wanted outside people.
She wants outside
One
people,
member.
there's other
That's
people
good.
that wanna.
Yeah,
Right.
They
Yeah,
can focus
but-
more on
there was some
the-
people that volunteered to help, like, give information and help out, the way I took it.
What they'd like to
It
see.
is in the red book about advisory committees,
Yeah,
so we could look into that.
yeah.
Because that's the same thing we ran into with the building subcommittee. And having to,
So you wanna put it as a
Well, that's a little
motion?
different because if it's board members on that committee,
yeah,
it's still board members.
yeah,
And
But
if
it's
it's
still
planning
under
commission members
advisory.
on that committee, they're still planning commission members.
right.
But Parks and Rec is a whole different ballgame because they're
Yeah.
just a committee, not a.
Yeah, I'd like that. So it would be saying that the board does, if you make a motion, it says the board does approve to have the advisory committee for the events. I'll make a motion to have set up for advisory committee for planning events for the park. Do I have a second?
I second.
Any other discussion?
These are just outside people you want in this community.
Don't, any volunteers,
There you
it's non-paid.
Right, yeah.
Any other discussion? Can you read it back, please? After you yawn.
Sorry. Motion by Bruce to approve advisory committee for planning events for the park, seconded by Deb.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Any nays? 5-0, motion carried. Okay, you have discussed this at the last meeting on, I don't think the date's right.
What's the thing you're looking at?
I would say so.
The date, detail expenditure report.
Oh, that's the current one.
Yeah, I think this was just done one.
The planning commission just approved it and recommended it to the board. It was
1/9.
in my report.
1/9.
Well, we discussed it in December, so I think.
So that's.
All right.
It didn't come to the planning commission until the regular meeting.
Oh, so we
Right.
put that date in.
No,
Well, she completed it December.
he filled it out at home and just didn't change that date.
Okay.
Okay. They're asking to buy 2 smoke cigarette receptacles at a cost of $141.88. That's $70.95 times 2. And 1 dog waste station at $199.99 and 1 at $185.99.
I will say, the planning commission, when you read the back, changed our recommendation for them to just approving up to 550, and then we had some feedback for them about, we think they should change a couple things. Like their smoke things were plastic. We wanted them to look at a different version that might be a few dollars more, because somebody gave up some ideas. I looked it up online. And then, for instance, the dog ones, there's 2 different fees, and we don't believe the secondary one is worth the extra $15. We're recommending they look at the other one. But that gives them the authority to make that change. If you approve the 550, it's up to them to alter it a little bit.
Are the waste stations gonna have the bags?
Yeah, but the $15 extra one comes with those little personal that you carry on the dog leash.
Oh,
And they wanted to stake them out around the trees in the park. And after you know what they are, that would not survive. That would be a $50.
They'll be taking, they'll be taking them.
That was the only thing different between the two.
They'll
So
be
why
taking
bother
those.
with that?
They'll be taking those once they
Yeah,
find
but just a little plastic dog bone,
Yeah.
a plastic lead.
Yeah.
The weather will make it crack
So the
and fall,
station will
but
have
before
a
that, somebody will
basket?
snatch it.
The station will have a garbage can
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
with a garbage
And it
bag.
has a bag dispensary attached to it.
I've always seen them throw it in the dumpster.
Yeah. that
Some
would be
will, I mean,
nice.
some.
Some of them will throw them in the dumpster
Yeah,
instead
they'll
of
throw it
in
in the
that
dumpster,
can.
I've seen it. Then some come out with nothing, so I know that crap's laying someplace.
You'll find it when you walk through.
Yeah.
So I need a motion to accept the 550.
Make a motion to accept $550 for the
Smoking receptacles and dog waste
smoking
station.
and
The dog
dog
waste.
stations. Okay.
Now remember, you haven't got a second yet, sorry.
I'll second.
Up to 550, correct? Did you say that?
Yes. Well, not really, but okay.
Will you read it back, please?
Motion by Deb to accept up to $550 for the smoking receptacles and dog waste stations, seconded by Cheryl.
Okay, so the only part I want to remind you is, we're now obligated by this same form, so make sure all the information that we need to do is in there. Motion has to be added in there, which your motion approves the right amount, Aaron, so you just type in that. Yeah, it's nothing to do with your motion, it's just remember that this form has to be filled out, because we approved using it. Now the burden's on us to do it too.
Oh, shit. Nobody said my agenda was correct. Everybody said my agenda was correct. It says 24.
I changed it on mine, that's why I forgot to tell you. But anyway, you got a motion in a second, sorry.
Hold on, I'm trying to write it. 550, correct?
Yes. Okay, are we still on Parks and Rec then?
Hold on.
No, we're still on the vote.
Sorry.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? 5-0, motion carried. You don't say who made the motion or nothing like that. Motion made. I guess that
I
goes
made
in
the
your
motion.
file.
Okay.
Uh,
Can we discuss something else about Parks and Rec?
yeah,
Okay. I have had numerous complaints about what a mess the sledding hill is. That it's dangerous, it has holes in the top, somebody's kid is gonna get hurt, and we will be sued in the process. Also, on most sledding hills, you have access from the back of the hill to go down the hill when you're sledding, and there is none. You climb up it the same way you go down it. And on top of that, it's ugly. Just saying. Can it be, I don't know, dismantled?
I don't know, did the Park and Rec start talking about that? So let them,
Then the planning commission recommended some things to them, and they're supposed to get some prices and get back to them.
Okay.
Also, it was brought up to this board, so you've been aware that it's a dangerous thing for almost 2 years now?
Yeah.
And
But
we've done literally
it's
nothing
getting-
about it as a
it's-
board.
it's-
It was always admitted that it was not finished, it needs to be finished. So that means somebody has to come up with some money and do something with it.
I don't think we actually called it a snow,
Yeah, we did.
sledding hill.
Yeah.
It was told it was.
It was being
called-
built to be a sledding hill.
Right.
It was not
But it never
completed
been
yet.
open
It's not
to,
completed yet.
correct. It's never been open to the public.
No, the kids are loving it.
The park is open to the public, John, so they are using
You haven't
it.
done anything to fence it off or say no
Right.
using this hill.
Right.
So you
Right.
knowingly allow it.
Anything else before I go to public comment? Oh, you have stuff.
Me?
Public comment. She has a bunch of stuff.
I'm gonna go lunch. I just have three things. Does the board plan on hiring a moving company to move stuff from this hall to the other hall? If so, do we need to get bids on that? Something to think about. Second, is the board wanting to hire a cleaning company instead of just having one person to clean the hall since it's a much larger space? If so, do we need to put out bids for that? And third, we have had multiple people already call to reserve the hall for weddings and graduation parties. So we have a list of 8 people now who are interested in doing that. With that being said, what are we doing for tables and chairs? And do we need to get bids for that?
There's one other one.
I did create a virtual suggestion box and 39 people have already reached out to us with comments and suggestions. I've weeded out the ones that are for the city. But how would the board like to address these comments or suggestions from residents?
Did you resolve the garbage one yet? The cans? The
Yes.
person being billed for cans?
That, they're going to send me their bill in the mail, but that sounds like a Republic thing, because I was unaware that Republic was billing people for additional cans. From what they said, it was a one-time purchase, but every time we've always reached out to them for additional cans, they've never charged. So I'm waiting to see what this person's statement says.
Well, the statement read basically is that they're being charged a fee for that.
Yeah,
That's, if they're, are they township, first of all, is the first question.
they are,
Oh.
yes.
And
But,
a statement from the public.
yes, but,
It's a statement on Facebook that that's happened, and then of
Yeah.
course, everybody
How,
responds.
how are they getting billed?
that's what I'm waiting to see.
Yeah.
Republic doesn't bill our residents
I know.
unless they have their own private agreement, which is
Exactly.
possible.
And if
Which
they
has
do,
nothing to do
then
with
that
the
has
township
nothing to do with us,
Right.
and everything to do with them and the Republic. But yes, I'm waiting to hear a response back from that.
The other thing is, can you go to your door front and put it up there?
Can I go to my work?
The hours that we are putting, that we would like to put on the,
Oh, the hours of operation thing that we wanna put on the building?
we were discussing, instead of having that piece of paper on the front door that says our hours are from 9 to 5.
We have a digital sign for them.
And nobody reads.
No, that's for the Lions.
Yeah, that's for the Lions.
Oh, that's another thing. Are we moving the sign and the
Yeah.
flagpole that is here currently over to the new hall?
The flagpole maybe not. You're probably gonna need prices on that one. It's up on your computer, but not the TV.
Yeah, I got
While she does that, there was one other thing that was brought up at the planning commission, is the brightness of the lights on the hall.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I was
we-
hoping that he was here today to discuss it.
Yeah, because we make some businesses tone it down, so.
Well, it would make you feel safe, that's for sure. Lights up the parking lot.
Okay,
That'll be in there usually.
now your computer's up.
How bright the lights can be. Right? Yeah,
Would
whether or not they listen.
that be something that you would want on the door?
You talking about here?
No,
No, the new home.
the new hall, on the glass,
Rather
be
than a
like
piece of
vinyl.
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something you'd just be printing on the printer with a vinyl sheet so that you can change it every time something changes?
Yeah, I think that's,
It wouldn't
Yeah.
be something we'd be purchasing manufactured.
Oh, we
I
would
could
be,
be making this.
she would be making it.
Yeah,
If it's gonna be a glass door,
it's just
It would be clear, right?
semi-permanent vinyl.
Yeah.
You can do it
and that way it can be
whenever-
changed every time something happens, like
Correct, you just
you're no longer available on Thursdays. or
rub it
something.
off and then make a new one and stick it on there.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, my 2
Don't
cents
be-
is something like that would be great, but we don't need that for a long time yet, do we?
we have a group of people that's making agreements on interior stuff and junk like that.
A
Couldn't
committee.
that be, a committee, don't you guys, are you guys looking into all that kind of stuff, like the offices and
Our stuff's
extra
kind
stuff that we're gonna be?
We thought
using,
we were
like
done after the colors
Yeah,
and,
we-
Oh, you thought you were just there for the color?
the colors and the flooring and
Well, nothing
stuff
else we
like
can
that.
really do, because everything else costs money, and we're just an advisory committee, so.
Yeah, but we gotta know how much it's gonna cost us, how much it's gonna cost for each office,
That's
for
up to the
furniture and
budget.
stuff. Are we taking the old stuff and taking it over there, or are we?
Well, we already know one needs a new table.
Or lobby, the lobby and chairs and
Well, we had kind of discussed it, and we could actually, until our new budget,
Yeah, hold on.
take what we've currently got over there.
My
And
desk,
make do with it until we set a budget for it.
I don't think some of these tables on these desks will make it.
I know, mine's pretty
Mine's been
rickety.
falling apart for a couple of years.
Yeah. Oh.
but if you need a new desk, you need a new desk.
Yeah, but that could be
I
under,
do, but I can
that could
wait.
be under the
I heard
treasurer's and
that
clerk's.
anywhere between the beginning of April and the end of April, we could be in here.
They're gonna be done with the drywall on, I think, half a day Thursday. They'll be out of there. Is what he told me today,
And the next thing would be painting,
painting.
then the floor.
So Sarah, what's the dates that people are calling about the weddings and stuff in the hall?
Typically anywhere from end of April to June-ish, but mostly May and June so far.
Did you get your paperwork for the, okay.
Yes. So,
Well, if you're gonna, along with the things she's pointing out, these have been pointed out before, we didn't budget any money and nobody talked about any new furnishings at all for the hall. And that would include a meeting table, are we gonna move this one?
it's pretty small for 7 people.
Yeah,
But it hasn't been discussed,
Right.
how many
You could
tens of
discuss-
thousands are we gonna spend on that, are we gonna get a quote, or are we gonna wait till we're having our first meeting?
Right, June, after a new budget.
Yeah, there you go.
well, some people's already looked at tables.
Well, I guess I'm meaning it as more of a broad stroke. Or is somebody gonna come up with a list of things we are gonna want? Are we gonna use the metal chairs for the audience at our meetings? Are we gonna look at other chairs? Are we gonna look at tables for
Well,
rentals?
we have
For
folding-
rentals, or not even look at them? We need to know that before we vote on a policy to have rentals.
Well,
Where are you gonna store them?
you
I
wanna,
don't know.
I have gotten a quote for chairs and tables together, but another thing we need to figure out from the fire marshal is what the capacity of the hall is going to be.
Sure, but then you also, where you gonna put the tables and chairs? We never set up a storage center for that.
We do
That
have
was
2
in that-
storage rooms.
that's in that one room,
Yeah.
Well, with the furnace?
the one furnished, yes.
Or we could even set them in like the election area, because that's not gonna be used, unless it's where we're having our meetings, which that's another thing we need to discuss. Because outlets were put in the floor in that big room specifically for it to hold our meetings. But I know it was brought up that we wanna maybe have our meetings in the small election room, because the other room would be too large. So that needs to be discussed, but this is all stuff the board can think about, but with time kinda closing in on us. We need to start making action on some of these things. But it all does start with the budget, so.
Alright. Public comment? Nothing. Need a motion to adjourn at 9:19?
I make a motion to adjourn at 9:19.
Any second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? If you guys wanna look at our, it's there for the taking. Anybody want one?
What is it?
It's our budget.
Our budget.
It's our